Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know, if I will ever figure
Welcome back, you guys, to my
out
channel. My name is Jessie if you are new around here, and today we are going to be doing a week in the life of a music teacher. So luckily for me, this is our first week back, but we have a professional day. My district is so good about that, giving us 1 or 2 days before every quarter, and so we can kind of get our minds straight. And so I think the morning is mine, I'm pretty sure, and then in the afternoon I have my meetings and professional development. So come along with you guys. I got my Starbucks. So let's go ahead and head over to school and I'll show you what I'm up to. Okay, I'm back in my classroom. Unfortunately, I just realized I did not put away my holiday Christmas stuff at all. So thanks a lot, past Jessie. I have 3 things I want to accomplish this morning, and then we're gonna go to lunch because, you know, you gotta go out to lunch on professional days because it's like your only days that you can. And then we have some meetings this afternoon. So I have 2 things for sure I need to get done. And first one is seating charts. I just do them on Infinite Campus, so I can't really show you guys because, you know, hashtag kid safety and all that. But I'm gonna get those done. And then I'm gonna kind of rearrange my room. If I have time, this cart that I have over here, I really wanna kind of redo that and make sure I have bins for like grade levels and manipulatives. We'll see if that happens. And luckily yesterday, thank you, past Jessie, I actually lesson planned for all of my classes. So I have my plans ready for tomorrow. So that feels really good. So we'll see if I can, you know, get to some other extra stuff that'll kind of help me feel better about starting tomorrow. All right, check with you guys a little bit later.
You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high, even if the sky is falling down.
Everything is done for the day. I'm really happy with all my stuff that I did this to. Sorry about that. I just got out of like 3 hours of PD, and most of it didn't like super correlate. So, you know, like special area teachers, you feel me on this. Sometimes you have to, it's a bit of a stretch, but I made it work. I got done today my seating charts. I cleaned up around my room. My room actually looks really clean. So I'm very happy with that. And also I got dusted off the ukuleles. I never knew as a music teacher that you would just have to dust so much dusting. So I'm getting those ready for my 5th graders. And I'm ready to roll. I'm so happy that I lesson planned yesterday because that is helping me out immensely. I would be here till like, I don't know, 6:37 if I hadn't, because it would just take me that long to lesson plan and make sure everything else is ready. So now I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna work out. I did this to myself though because I have so many passions. Like I love creating for teacher pay teachers. I love, you know, I just made a new blog that I'm gonna try and keep up with, and then also YouTube. And so it's like these passions, like I love doing this, and it really is almost like my self-care because it just is so fun to be creative and kind of like put yourself out there and figure out different video ideas. And so I really want to do that, but I am so mentally tired in the afternoon after school. Like the whole last quarter, it was just so hard for me to pick up my computer and get to work. And so I am such a morning person. Like I am so fresh and like 5 o'clock in the morning. And so I want all of that time. What I was normally doing is waking up and working out at like by 5:36. And then I'd only get to work on stuff for maybe like a half an hour before I needed to work out. And I always felt rushed and always like, oh, I'm like right on the verge of something spectacular, something good, oh my gosh. But anyways, so I am deciding to work out in the afternoon. I am physically exhausted and like really tired in the afternoons, but I get in the habit of watching TV while I work out. So it's like my TV time, and I can like push myself to, I think, still work out because it's not gonna take a lot of brain power, and I get like my really good content time in the morning. And so hopefully I will get a little bit more done this quarter. Last quarter, I think I just need to like hibernate a little bit. I just needed to like self-care. I was just a little bit mentally tired and stuff. So I just needed, and I feel like after break, I'm feeling much better, and I just want to like tackle more. So that's my plan. We'll see if it works out. I'll keep you updated. Good morning, you guys. Woo! I am tired. It is Tuesday morning. it's hard getting back into the ice swing. On my sleeping schedule, I cannot go to bed like earlier than 11. Like I'm still in that break mode, but I'm here. This morning I needed to work on, let's see, choir, and I need to make sure everything is pulled up and ready for my lessons this morning. And then I'm gonna eat my oatmeal and then just relax a little bit before I see all the kids.
Jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down, but we get up and start from the ground.
Okay, so I am done with my morning classes. They went really well. Some classes definitely needed some review. Some classes were fine. And I think that like I always go in with the plan a lot of times of reviewing rules with like every single class, but honestly, it just depends from class to class. Some classes I had to stop and be like, okay, we need to have this talk. And then some classes were like totally fine and we just keep moving and grooving because they follow them. So it was really good. This one class, I did have a conversation with them, like, why do we have this rule of no talking? Like, I think they get stuck in that, like, man, like, gosh, why does she never want us to talk, and just talking about like safety, and it slows us down. That was a big thing for me. I was like, it slows us down. We only get to see ourselves, like, or see our class, you know, once every 3 days for 30 minutes, and we have a lot to do, and we want to be able to play games and have lots of turns. And so if we're talking in between, it just slows us down, and we don't get to have as much fun. So I think that really clicked, and it helped them out. So now I just wanted to talk through kind of what I'm doing this week. I think that's always helpful because while there's probably a lot of things you already do, just like me, there might be something in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and share with you guys my lessons. Okay, so we're gonna start off with 5th grade. Every single class started with new seats, and then I'm kind of preparing a lot of solfa goals, and so I'm kind of in that prepare moment, so we're just kind of playing games, and then I will kind of go into that solfa moment a little bit later. But I am going to start off with Our Old Sal. So this is from Mrs. Cookie's music room. I took it from this, and I just do on these computers, like I usually have Apple, but there's this thing called a snipping tool, and you can like snip things that you would like and then just like copy them, and then you can paste them into your PowerPoint. So it's really nice that you don't have to like go to another window. And then on top of that, a lot of times when I'm doing singing games, it's really hard for me to explain them. Like it's just really hard. And so I always embed, there's so many amazing music teachers that have videoed the actual game in action. And so I will input that video there so I can just play it for them, and they get it so much faster, and we get to the game so much faster. So it's really nice. For a while there, I was like, this is like kind of like cheating, but you know what? If it helps them, and a lot of them are so visual, and I am too, then I don't really care. So we played Our Old Sal, which is a really cute game. I'll just show you. Pretty much they have little fences. Oh, it's loud. And so they're going, and there's a farmer and a pig, and that's the pig running away, and then we kind of make a little grid system of being the fences, and the fences change direction, so they're trying to chase. So that's a really fun game for 5th grade. It kind of prepares low, la, and low, so. And then we just went through some ukulele stuff because they're going to be starting it up next week. And so this is from Mrs. Miracle's music room. I really love her stuff. And so it's just like she just has step-by-step PowerPoints. We just kind of went through some background knowledge and got to watch Jake play the ukulele. So for 4th grade, most of it was Lines on the Treble Clef staff review, because we started this right before, and we're going to be starting up Recorder really soon, which I'm so excited, you guys. I have been working on a way to make a Hogwarts School of Recorder kind of themed unit, and so I will be sharing that with you guys because I'm really excited about it. But we just did some review, and this is an awesome, awesome PowerPoint, again, by Mrs. Miracle's music room, and so we just kind of went through and reviewed. For 3rd grade, we did Classic Key because we're preparing Ray. I actually have it over here. Oh, my badge. I put a little key on a string, and if you've ever seen this game, it's really fun. The kids are standing in a circle. and they're holding on to the string. They slide the key, and so as they're singing on the last word garden, then whoever has the key is gonna hold on to it, and there's a person in the middle who is closing their eyes that has to guess who has it. So really simple game, and they really like it. All right, we were gonna do this movement canon from game plan, but we didn't get to it. And then second grade, what did we do? Oh, that's right, second grade had game day, so I didn't even get to what we were supposed to do. So yeah, some of my classes earned their game day right before break, and then we have to start with a game day, and I really don't like it because I feel like we're not having like a really fresh start, but in all honesty, they earned it, so we did it. Okay, I made it. I'm so tired. Like, oh my God. I was actually doing really good up until lunch. I was like, I got this. I am like so energetic. I was like just really good. And then all of a sudden it was just like plummet after lunch. I was like, man, I'm really tired. So, but no complaints about today. Today went really, really well. It was very good. I was very impressed with my first graders because I'm preparing high and low sew and me with them. And I just did this like snowflake activity where it was like higher, like it was a two staff, line staff, and they had a snowflake at the top and snowflake at the bottom, and we talked about like, you know, the ones that are physically up higher, it's a higher note, and that should be a low, and we sang the patterns with highs and lows, and then I transferred it to on instruments, and they did G and E, and so then they had to, you know, we connected that G is higher, it sounds higher, so that's going to be the snowflake on the top line, and E is going to be on the lower line, and they just did like different patterns of that, and I've never tried that with them, and I was just like, wow, like I really feel like I do a lot of the barred instruments with like bourdoons, which are awesome, and like they're very helpful in doing those chords and accompanying songs, but I don't feel like I do a lot of melodic work on them, so that was really cool for them to make that connection. Hopefully I can just build that into the older, you know, that they get, and I can do more of those meaty like melodic pieces, like melodic pieces, like what is it, Carol of the Bells. I tried to do that with my 5th grade this Christmas or winter, and it went pretty well, but I think if I like train my first graders, like by the time they get to that age, they can just like do all these really cool barred instrument pieces. So we'll see. But yeah, everything kindergarten seemed very tired. Because I get them in the afternoon, so that I think they were like, I even heard when they were going, all the specials are really close to each other, so they were going into the tech or STEM lab. I think one person was like, good night. And she's like, good night, you were way like too early for that. And I think that kid was just like, I'm ready to go home and go to bed. So I am too. So I am going to be heading home, and then I will check in with you guys tomorrow. So see you later. Hey guys, it is Wednesday. This morning I did not get to film at all because it was just crazy town. Anytime I have choir in the morning before school, I have a choir group that's like 8 to like 8:30, and then school starts at 8:45. I like bust in here 15, maybe 10 minutes before, and I am just like pull up everything, maybe put my lunch in the refrigerator, and I start, and then I have like a 5-minute window by the time they all leave, and then classes start, and I have 5 classes in the morning. So it's always like a little crazy, but it went really well this morning. Choir was awesome. We did some rounds, we did Au Pour Bird, and that went really well, and we're gonna be learning Sans Chroma. We're gonna be doing a field trip in February, so I handed out permission slips, and I actually remembered to hand them out. I feel like I always forget those little things like that. And then this morning lessons went pretty well. I have a class or two that I kind of need to rethink. I think that they're just not quite back in school mode, so I think that I'm gonna need to go through rules and procedures just a bit more. But that's okay, it's all good. Nothing we can handle. We just gotta get back into the swing of things. So now it is, I have, let's see, KK11, yeah, just kindergarten and first grade this afternoon, and then orchestra is in my room every day after school. So that's why I don't do many check-ins after school, because they are in here. Like I can't be like, oh hey, because they're like literally right there playing away. So I will see if I can check in with you guys tomorrow or this afternoon, but probably it'll most likely be tomorrow. So yeah, not much has happened today. I'm like, what can I film? Like I'm just lesson planning. Maybe once I start lesson planning, maybe I'll have something to share for lessons next time, but I don't really have much to share for today. It's going well. It's just flying. Good morning, you guys. It is Thursday. I am feeling much better today. I was pretty sleepy yesterday. As I was driving there to school, I was like, oh my gosh, like have some energy, wake up. And so I feel much better today. It's like you have to get your teacher endurance on again. I feel like when you come back, you like go through like a week or two of like you're not used to how much energy you need to have every day and exert. And so I feel like I'm just trying to get back into it. You guys, there was the most beautiful sunrise as I was coming in. It was like so orange and I was so tempted to take a picture, but hashtag safety. I was driving, but it was so pretty. And I've been listening to the musical Six. I've never heard of it until like I just started hearing flashes of the music in like different videos. And it's about, if you don't know, it's about the 6 wives of King Henry, the whatever. He's the one that like beheaded them, which is such a horrible like thing to be famous for. But it's kind of like their backstories, and it's just been interesting learning about it through like this, like they're pretty much like a pop like girl group, and they're just singing through these beautiful like fun songs kind of about their backstory and with Henry and things like that. So really interesting. Today I need to really lesson plan. I would have a goal every single day is to like get lesson planned up for 2 grade levels, and did I do that at all? Nope. And I have new lessons tomorrow, and I have just a little bit of some planning done, but that's about it. So I need to plan all of my grade levels still and get all the materials ready. It's a little stressful doing it that way, but honestly, I don't plan out too in advance, because I feel like every time there's always something we don't get to, or there's something that I need to like kind of rework or kind of rethink about. And so I feel like I plan twice when I do that, because if I try and kind of plan out like a week in advance, a lot of times I have to go back and change it anyways. So that's just kind of how I roll. I'm a little bit last minute person, but I feel like it makes me a better teacher in a way, if that makes sense, because I'm really reacting to how they're reacting to the lesson, the current lesson, and going from there. So yeah. Okay, so I am gonna lesson plan, and I'll check in with you guys in a little bit.
I really wanna know if I'll ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling down.
Guys, this is what real life music teaching looks like. I've got stuff everywhere. I have some student helpers that come in during their lunch. It's just so sweet and so nice of them. I was gonna have them cut this out, but I didn't get quite to it. But I'm doing a Harry Potter recorder themed unit, and I'm so excited. I'm gonna have them be in different houses, and just made some Harry Potter inspired stuff. So I'm gonna keep track of their points. I also have a bunch of water bottle stickers that I had them start to organize into categories, because I'm gonna be using that for rewards. And then also, let me show you guys, where did I put them? Oh, and a rate the room activity that I'm gonna have my kids do tomorrow. Here it is. I'm gonna put up a treble clef. There'll be a treble clef flashcard with a note on it all around the room. And then I'm gonna give them this in a little dry erase sleeve. Some activities, I like to do a lot of them in these dry erase sleeves, because I just feel bad. Most of the time I check it, and then like it just sits in my filing cabinet forever. And so just having this, I can go around and kind of check it as I go. But they're going to go ahead and go around, and they're going to learn how to write the note on the triple clef staff, and then they're also going to write the letter name there. So I'm going to do that with 4th grade tomorrow. All right, Thursday is in the books. It was a really good day. I had a lot of energy, which was really nice, And also the kids, I think, were in a better mood today. I think yesterday they kind of had like this angsty, like, oh, we're back in school. Like it kind of hit them. And then today I was like, they were kind of like, we're in school and we're okay. So the afternoon I had kindergarten, first grade, and fourth grade, which I really love this afternoon because it's a good like kind of switch up. I don't have any repeat grades. So by this time, like it's my last day of my rotation of lessons. Like I know my lessons really well. And so it's nice to just kind of go kinder, first, fourth, and kind of switch it up with the grade levels. And they went really well. So I am very happy with that. This is so cool. I love my school. It's very diverse, which is just, it's just really fun because growing up in Ohio, like I did not see that type of diversity sometimes. And so it's really cool to work at a school where we're really diverse. And a student brought me a Christmas gift, I think. After the break, they must have forgotten to give it to me or something. And I opened it, and it's this. It's like a little dish with, I don't know if this is Buddha, Hindu. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to, I think it's supposed to be Buddha, but just really cool, like that I get to, you know, be at a school where there is just so much different culture, and I learn so much from them because there's just so many different cultures represented here. So also kindergarten, oh my goodness, I sometimes forget how much I need to just play with them and pretend. And we did paper plate skating, which I think I've already mentioned this week at some point, but it's so cute to watch them. So first of all, if you don't know what paper plate skating is, if you have carpet in your classroom, all you simply need is just like those really easy, let me grab them actually. Like super simple paper plates. They're very cheap, and you give one to each of the kids, and of course you need to talk through safety rules, and they slide on the carpet, and it's paper plate skating. And so I put on from Charlie Brown the skating song, and oh my goodness, their eyes just light up, like they're just so excited. And as much as, like, usually I have a rule when we do movement that like we need to listen. Like that was one of the biggest things when I first started teaching that my observers would tell me, is just like, you know, you got to make sure when they're doing movement that they are listening and engaged, because, you know, I just feel like kids, when they move, they talk. Like it's just like a trigger effect. And so I do have a no talking rule when we do movement because we're listening to music, but I just let them, it's like pick your battles, you know, and they're just so excited. They're like, you know, of course a bunch of them are like, look, Miss Johnson, and they'll do a little twirl or something like that, and they're talking to each other and skating different ways. And so it's just like a magical little 2.5 minutes. And that's what I just love so much about kindergarten. Don't get me wrong, I have my days. It's like, you know, herding cats, but I do really like kindergarten a lot, and it was really fun to just see them skating around today. All right, so that's gonna do for Thursday. I am heading home. I have my lessons prepped and ready. I'll probably talk you through some of them tomorrow and what I am doing. I'm also really excited about my Harry Potter. I got them all cut out and I put them up, and then I was like, no, I'm gonna have everybody asking me about all of the posters. And so I was like, I'm gonna keep it a surprise because I'm gonna have the fourth graders come in, and I have like a little fake Harry Potter letter that I'm gonna read to them, and I'm gonna be like, you've been accepted to Hogwarts School of Recorder. And I think I wanna keep it a total surprise. I don't wanna ruin it. So, except for a few of those fourth graders that helped me today as volunteers, they might have an idea, but I'm gonna try and keep it kind of as a surprise. All right, you guys, so I am gonna see you tomorrow, last day, Friday, holla holla. It was like a short week because we started on Tuesday, but it has seemed like a long week. Just trying to get back into the swing of things, but yeah. All right, bye. Happy Friday, you guys. Oh my God. We made it. We made it. That was a long week. Trying to get my teacher endurance back. Fridays are always better when it's Starbucks Fridays. I try to hold off until Friday to get Starbucks. It doesn't always happen. But you guys, I got oatmeal and they gave me none of the toppings, the fun toppings. It's just plain oatmeal, but I'll count my blessings. I have food, I can afford it. It's all good, but I do like those toppings. And then I got little bacon egg bites. So this morning I have a new round of lessons. I need to laminate and cut some more things. And then that's about it, I think. Just need to kind of like, again, like I was saying in the beginning of the week, I'm just gonna kind of read through my lesson plans, make sure everything is out, and just kind of like mentally go through it, and I'll be set. I'm gonna be doing, like I said, my Harry Potter recorder, and the library teacher she gave me. First of all, this is amazing. This is like a broom pen. Pretty awesome. She gave me a wand. She gave me some Harry Potter glasses. Another teacher is gonna let me borrow their Harry Potter robe. And you guys, I'm going all out. All out. Let me look. Oh wow, looking good. There we go. Not on my eyebrows, but this is not a good look for me. But I'm gonna own it. I'm gonna do it for the children. All right, you guys, I'm gonna get some stuff done. I'll check in with you guys probably at lunch.
Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling down.
Okay guys, so a highlight of today was the Noble Duke of York. I had this planned for last lessons, but it didn't work out, and I finally got to do it second grade today. And first of all, they loved it. I played it along with my baritone ukulele, so they had fun singing it. And then I always embed an example of the dance onto my Google Drive, and so that they can see it and I can explain it a little bit easier. And then we did the dance, and it was really good. Bowtie Music, first of all, he's awesome. He posts a lot of stuff of what he's doing in the classroom on YouTube, and actually with the kids, he must have some clearance with them. So that's really, really helpful to be able to see a real life example. So that was a highlight. That was for second grade. Another highlight of the day was revealing to my first fourth grade group that we are going to be going to Hogwarts School of Recorder. So what I did is I didn't show them on the screen yet, but I pressed play here on the Hogwarts theme, and then they were like, oh, Hogwarts. And then I showed on the screen this letter, and I was like, dear class, I am pleased to inform you you've been accepted to Hogwarts School of Recorder. All necessary books and materials will be provided by Professor Johnson. Recorders will not be accepted no later than January 27th, 2020. I look forward to hearing your music. Sincerely, Jessica Johnson, Professor of Music, Deputy Headmaster. And they just giggled. They were so excited, and I just told them like we were going to go into houses and you can earn points for your house and things like that. So I'm just really pumped for this lesson. I feel like recorder is not my favorite thing to teach at all, but having this lens, like, I'm really excited for it. And then finally I got out I have a little snowman, which is just classic with the boom whackers. I did this with kindergarten, and honestly, it's not perfect. Like, they can't quite do the rhythm of the words quite yet, but I just let it go because they're so cute and they do a really great job with this. It's just also keeping boom whackers under control with kindergarten. It can be slightly, especially on a Friday, slightly difficult. All right, you guys, I think I'm gonna wrap up this vlog here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope that you had a great first week back of 2020, and cannot wait for the weekend. I am so ready to just get rested up and come back strong again next week. So yeah, like and subscribe and all that stuff if you wanna stick around, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.